Hello friends, my name is Michael Rimler and I am the Open Source Technologies Director at PHUSE. We are coming to you today to highlight a very special addition to the 2024 EU Connect, a new stream of content on open source technologies. This is indeed a new stream at EU, but it is not new to PHUSE Connects. In fact, it has been part of the agenda at the US Connect for a few years. Now, we've observed a significant increase across the industry of conversations around and solutions built on open source technology. Of course, much of the activity in this space centers around the R language. We also see projects coming out of groups such as the CDISC Open Source Alliance and Transcelerate. The dedication of a stream at the EU Connect towards research and innovation that leverages open source technology will help us to consolidate these conversations and accelerate our progress in advancing our toolbox of GXP compliant data analytic solutions. It allows us to explore, embrace, and challenge these advancements, helping us to improve global health through clinical research and successful regulatory review of the resulting data, ultimately translating into market approvals of new medicines and vaccines for patients worldwide. I hope you'll choose to join us at the EU Connect and see what the new open source technology stream has to offer. And I'd like to now pass the baton to Mike Stackhouse, Chief Innovation Officer at Taurus and PHUSE Data Visualization and Open Source Technology Working Group Lead, as well as my industry colleague and friend, to talk more about the value of the OS stream within the US Connect.
Hey, my name is Mike Stackhouse, and I am one of the former US Connect stream chairs for the open source stream back in 2022 and 2023. And additionally, I am one of the PHUSE Data Visualization and Open Source Technology Working Group leads within PHUSE as well. So the open source stream at the US Connect started in 2022 back in Atlanta, and it was hugely popular. We saw a lot of different interest in a bunch of different submissions into the stream, so much so that we continued it into 2023 and 2024 and continue to have it today. So we decided to form this stream because there was consistently a ton of different content and submissions on R and Python and the use of these different open source languages spread throughout the different streams at the US Connect. And we had a bunch of different presentations that would go into things like advanced analytics, or data visualization, emerging trends in technology, machine learning, so on and so forth. So we wanted to give a dedicated home for these things so that it also gave us a platform where we could talk about collaborations and different initiatives focused on open source adoption throughout the pharmaceutical community. So this gave us a place where we could have initiatives like Canis, focusing on statistical analysis across different languages, come in and have a home at the US Connect, or open source validation efforts, including different collaborations that we have going on in industry like Pharmaverse or some of the different R consortium initiatives, and just the adoption of open source throughout our different companies as well, to share what we've been doing on our journey and to share different types of things and tools and packages that we've been able to create. So we're happy to see that this is spreading into the EU Connect, and that a stream that we formed in the US Connect has spread its way over to the EU as well, and see that be adopted there. I've had the pleasure of going to the EU Connect for the last few years, and I've seen the same trend where we have a bunch of different presentations focused on R, focused on Python, and focused on the journey that we see these different organizations taking in their pursuit of open source adoption. And furthermore, a lot of the major contributors to open source are in the EU, and we've had the pleasure of having some of them come over and present at the US, have those presentations at the EU as well, but it gives us home for open source content within the EU Connect. So the EU Connect, to me, adopting the open source stream symbolizes the continually growing interest in open source adoption in pharma across the world. And we hope for PHUSE to continue to be a place to foster open source collaboration and to help the pharmaceutical community with the adoption of open source tools.
Hi there, everyone. So my experience with open source has been in and out for a number of years. My first interaction with R was producing an instruction manual for beginners as part of my university degree. And since then, I've been in and out of R usage throughout my programming career. And I've now started to explore how it can help with our clinical programming work. I'm not the most proficient or experienced, but I'm on that journey. So I'm really excited that the OS stream is being introduced to the PHUSE EU Connect this year, and I'm really energized to be a stream chair for this. It was obvious from last year's conference that conversations regarding open source technology was generating a lot of interest from both speakers and conference attendees, but was scattered across a lot of technical streams. So it's great that these conversations will have a natural home this year. I'm really hoping that the content of the stream can attract both those at the cutting edge of using these technologies, as well as beginners who don't really know about open source and are looking for their pathway in. I'm really keen to see abstracts and hear ideas from all areas and experience levels in the industry. I think we hear a lot about the big open source projects in our industry, such as Admiral, and I think it's really good to hear more about that this year. But what I'm really keen to see is how programmers across the industry are utilizing R in their everyday work. So it could be something small as a shiny app for managing resources, right through to complex stats analysis.
Hi all, I'm thrilled about the launch of the new open source technology stream because of open source is becoming increasingly vital across all areas of clinical research. The importance of open source programming languages is growing. My personal experience with these languages has been positive, and really, I'm eager to learn more. We have all experienced that the interest in R has increased over the past years, but as well Python and even, for example, Julia are gaining more attention. So that means that related stream topics can be exploring how to integrate these programming languages into our daily work or discuss strategies for validating open source tools effectively. Open source technologies offer immense potential, but as always, the key point is to ensure validation and reproducibility. If you're interested and excited as well, join our stream presentations at the conference. Expect lively discussions and the chance to make new collaboration connections. I'm already looking forward to the Connect event and the inspiring talks. See you there.
Since inception, FUSE has always been the forum for collaboration. Open source technologies take the opportunities for collaboration to a whole new level. Therefore, it's the natural development to establish a new stream focusing on open source at the FUSE EU Connect conference, which encourages sharing of experiences around implementation of open source technologies, as well as discussing challenges like newly required software development skills. I'm very excited to be part of a thrilling stream and looking forward to welcoming our speakers and an engaged audience in Strasbourg.